Hey, what's happening, spectacular spider friends? Welcome back to Spider-Man on the PS4, and this is another DLC showcase on one of my favorite Spider-Man suits of all time, the Iron Spider suit. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and tell us your favorite spider suit in the comments section below. This is the Iron Spider from Amazing Spider-Man number 529, April 2006. The spider suit that was made after Spider-Man was killed, don't ask how, and resurrected after fighting a character called Morlun, which was later a member of the Inheritors family. Think of those weird spider vampire people that were hunting the different Spider-Men. Not important. Tony Stark made this suit because he became BFFs with Peter Parker after Parker became an Avenger before Marvel Civil War, and he kind of made fun of Peter. He's like, hey Pete, you have like this brilliant intellect, yet you're running around New York City in a cloth suit where you can easily be killed. And since you're Avenger now, that's not gonna fly. So we're gonna make you an awesome Iron Man suit, but, you know, Spider-Man-like. So he designs this amazing suit, which makes Peter's wife, MJ, very happy after they move into Avengers Tower.
Hammerhead's thugs fighting Maggia thugs. Whoever wins is still a loser.
Yeah.
Come on, arguing in public like this really isn't classy, folks.
It's super classy.
Yeah, arguing in public is never classy.
So, the reason why this suit was so cool that I could remember, and I don't know if you guys and gals know this or not, but one of the great features of the Iron Spider suit that a lot of people don't know is the fact that it has a feature where if Peter wants to, you know how he's had different spider suits over the years, the classic red and blue suit, the symbiote suit, whatever costume the Iron Spider wants to have the guise of, Peter can change it with his thought process.
Whoa.
So he only used it a couple times, but he has the ability to change the way the suit looks. So say one day he wants to look like classic Spider-Man while having all the great features of the Iron Spider suit, he totally could.
Whoa, but why would he would just do that for fun or to escape bad guys that are pursuing?
I mean, if he just felt like, hey, you know, I kind of want to look like classic Spider-Man. The Iron Spider suit was supposed to be the modern Spider-Man suit that could do pretty much anything, but later on we learned that it has some severe problems because of the whole, you know, Marvel Civil War thing, which you know, I hated that comic because one, Captain America dies at the very end of that comic arc, and Tony and Cap were at ends because of the Superhero Registration Act, which I was actually pro Captain America. Iron Man did some really bad things with Reed Richards, you know, working with villains to take down other superheroes. Eventually this led to the Parker's marriage being dissolved by the devil because of his secret identity being exposed to the world and his family getting hurt. So, I mean, Civil War, there were some good aspects of it, but there was a lot of bad.
A lot of bad stuff.
And one of the bad things is kind of like, you know how Batman has installed trackers in the Robins without their know-how? To try to keep them safe after Jason Todd was killed.
He did? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, all the Robins afterwards had a tracker embedded under their skin.
Creepy!
So Tony installed a tracking device inside of Spider-Man's Iron Spider suit so he would always know where he was. And, you know, after the whole Superhero Registration Act, Tony Stark was keeping a close eye on Spider-Man because...
Big brother!
Exactly. Once Spider-Man sided with Captain America, he was able to find Peter and activate...
It sure inspires dedication in his troops,
the...
even after he's out of the picture.
Activate the failsafe ability that shuts off the suit. But Peter, being the brilliant guy he is, learned how crazy Iron Man was, and he hacked the suit so that he could, you know, bypass the bypass.
So you made us failsafe for the failsafe?
Yeah, but then he ditched the suit afterwards and went back to the cloth suit, which
I would too if somebody who like was at odds with me made it. I'd be like, psh, I don't need your suit. And I'd go back to my regular suit.
So let's talk about some of the really cool aspects of the Iron Spider suit. And this isn't so much like spider lore, but if you guys want to count it as spider lore, cool. Happy Thanksgiving, by the way. This is the Thanksgiving video.
Get directly into the sea.
And it'll be going up later tonight.
Just for me? Aw, you shouldn't have.
Check out the cool spider arms in action, which is actually controlled by Peter Parker's thoughts. In fact,
Yeah.
he really had to adjust to this because he could really hurt somebody because of how fast the arms work.
Yeah, you were telling me that he hurt people at the beginning, so he had to learn to control them better or something.
Yep. So like Spider-Man's other armors that he created before Tony Stark, this suit is super bulletproof, which Peter actually found out when he was test running the suit.
Guys are getting worse at this.
And some thug got the jump on him from behind, so he was saving this girl in the debut comic for the suit, and he got shot from behind, and he was like, "Whoa, I'm bulletproof." And later he would incorporate more bulletproof features into other suits, but it's not really a staple because the stronger the suit is, the less Spider-Man is able to use his different abilities, like spider sense and all this other stuff. Or, like, the suit is very heavy and stuff like that. So, the spinnerets are those stingers that's on his arms.
Oh, okay.
He also has a stealth ability built into the suit.
Whoa.
So if he wants to turn totally invisible, he can.
Turn invisible? Oh my gosh.
Yep. And guys, this is a different save file from, how we did the DLC, so there are landmarks and there are other things. This is not the 100% save file, so just, be like, oh, what's going on? Why are you doing all this stuff again? We had problems.
How many things can this suit do more than any other suit?
Yes, it can. It also, like Nightwing's gliding ability, this suit has a glide ability, which Peter Parker was super impressed about, but then he went and he talked to Stark and he was like, why can I glide? Which is super awesome. He says, there's no word to describe how amazing this suit is. It was like the best present ever for becoming an Avenger. And of course, the only reason he got that suit is because Stark and Peter became, like, really good friends. Like, super friends.
They're true friends.
Right.
Until Civil War.
Yeah, until, he sided with Captain America. But the gliding device, this is kind of freaky, and I had to look this up, but apparently the reason why Stark included the glide ability, there are some spiders in the world. They can't fly, but they have the ability to glide.
Oh my gosh, Luke, no way!
I'm not telling you where these spiders are, but yeah, it's real. What? It's not in this part of the world, thank God.
It's not in Pennsylvania?
No, I double-checked.
Hammerhead sure inspires dedication.
Double-checked.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, the suit has a gliding ability.
No, typically, I don't like to trash
JJ.
other... Who put this note here? What's a content creator? That means nothing, Jared.
Hey!
Those are two meaningless
That's us!
words that put together make one meaningless phrase, Jared!
Okay, you know what? I'm triggered.
Whoa!
What I'm trying to say, listeners, is that I don't speak ill of other extremely famous and influential New Yorkers like myself. But we need to get one thing straight.
Careful, JJ.
Screwball is a menace to this city, just barely surpassed by Spider-Man himself. Can they hand channels out to just anybody these days? This purple-haired punk is allowed to run rampant online, and if she isn't kept in line, she's going to cause a total societal collapse. I can't tell you what to do, fine listeners, and I would never suggest you do anything borderline illegal. But if Screwball's channel just so happened to be shut down and she was never able to broadcast again, I think that would be a fine way to protect your city. Finer than anything Spider-Man's ever bothered to do for us.
Actually, JJ should actually yell at would be whatever website she uploads to.
There you go.
That actually would not be illegal for them to shut it down. It would only be illegal if you don't own the website to shut it down.
There you go. False flag it. No. So, his mask? His mask has a lot of enhanced abilities.
Again. I better put an end to this.
Yeah, let's go stop the kids
he has
fighting.
abilities on his mask?
Yep, here we go. Check this out. So, just like Batman's detective vision, he also has, if he squints his eyes, this is just his suit, the Iron Spider.
Yeah.
But like Batman's eye slits, he has the ability to zoom in on, like, almost a microscopic level.
Whoa.
So it enhances a lot of Spider-Man's abilities where he can see, like, really far away, if he needed to.
Wow.
It has night vision.
Eagle-eye vision, basically.
Yep. Basically, yeah, think like Assassin's Creed. So he also has night vision. The suit itself, if Spider-Man was, say, to fall inside, the Hudson River, Whoops, sorry. Sometimes the suit glitches and he loses the ability to control his strength and stuff like that. But that was a fluke on my end. He has a rebreather built right into the suit where he can get oxygen if he's near like any poison gas, or if he falls in the water and he needs to breathe under the water. His oxygen tank, like Iron Man's, can last up to, I believe, 4 hours.
Whoa, Batman has one of those thingies too, though.
Yes, he does, but he has to actually... It doesn't come in the mask. He has to take it out of the utility belt and stick it in before he falls in the water. But he could hold his breath and then, put the rebreather in. This is built into Parker's mask. It's basically like a filtration system. It can tell... This was all Iron Man's idea because he based it on what his mask does when he goes into space, underwater, all that other stuff.
Wait, so he made Spider-Man's suit kind of like his own suit? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep. The suit is also radioactive. It can survive, like, immense radiation, like from a nuclear blast, for up to about 15 minutes.
15 minutes? You can withstand radiation, like intense radiation?
Intense radiation in the same scale of a nuclear blast, yes, but you couldn't stay there very long.
So you'd have 15 minutes to run away from a city that was being, like, nuclear attacked.
Basically, or if you were fighting, like, I don't know if they have, like, an atomic skull in the Marvel Universe, but if you were fighting a villain that is, radioactive...
Or if you were microwaving some toast, and you were standing right in front of the microwave.
Okay, so he also has a utility belt built in, or it's basically like a containment pouch that's hidden in the suit for any other stuff.
Yeah.
The suit has over 17 layers of protection for different things, like we talked about, bulletproof. It's got titanium stuff. It's got all kinds of Marvel stuff. There's Shadow. Hey, honey.
Yay.
It also has a built-in temperature control system that keeps Spider-Man super comfortable all year round. Built-in air conditioning stuff for the summer, heating elements for the winter, just like Iron Man's suit, if you guys didn't know that. It has a built-in sensor layer where he is able to transmit data from all types of analysis, built-in computer, like we saw in the Spider-Man Homecoming, where the suit had a built-in AI talking to Spidey.
Whoa.
Although Peter disabled that because it kind of bothered him.
That's creepy to me.
Let's see.
Looks like Jarvis.
Here's one of the great things about the symbiote suit. If you guys and gals didn't know this, it kind of had like a healing feature where it could repair itself.
What?
And Tony Stark also liked this ability that, when he was talking to Peter while they're making the suit, or, Stark is making it, he built in a self-repair system, although limited compared to a symbiote suit. It does have the ability to repair itself to some extent.
Wait,
Well,
so...
folks,
Wow.
seems I have a retraction to make. Some
Oh.
of my previous comments about finding Hammerhead's ideas interesting, because he wants to make this beautiful city respectable again, may have been taken out of context. Hammerhead is a violent and poorly dressed murderer who, it turns out, has actually been stealing superpowered weapons in order to rule this city by force in a sort of coup d'etat that I'm certain no one could have seen coming. Especially, apparently, Spider-Man. Now I stand behind everything I said about admiring Hammerhead's motivations. Kids these days need to put down their smartphones and stop their floss dancing and get jobs like the rest of
Floss
us
dancing?
at 8 years old to learn some responsibility. And I think we can all agree that his methods belong in the trash can, and weapons should stay out of discussions about decency. All I have to say is that none of this would have happened. Spider-Man had just stayed off the streets in the first place. I don't know how exactly, but I know it's true. And now I'm going to bed.
Okay.
I like that. So JJ, friend of retraction, but he still messed with Spider-Man. Love it. So, I don't know if we talked about this, but like I said, he's able to see in both infrared and ultraviolet light based on his lenses.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
And he has all types of protection, nanofibers, and all kinds of stuff. It's an amazing suit.
If his suit gets smashed up on a building, it can repair itself then?
To some extent.
Okay, to
Like,
some extent.
not all that.
It band-aids itself.
And you can see that Insomniac made it a little bit more modern. It is the Iron Man colors. But anyway, guys and gals, that does it for the Iron Spider suit, one of my favorite Spider-Man suits of all time. Again, in the comment section below, tell us your favorite spider suit, and we hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for watching. God bless and happy gaming.
See ya!